Showed you how rules were flouted by the Congress and the BJP. The Shiv Sena is not too far behind, at least in terms of the rhetoric that has been resorted to. Take the instance of Shiv Sena MP Sanjay Raut. When he was asked why he is not wearing a mask at an event in Maharashtra's Nashik, he said that he will not wear a mask as the Prime Minister himself does not wear a mask. He added that he follows the PM of the country, also saying that everyone should take care while attending public programs. So shouldn't the leader be practicing what he preaches? Let me welcome Shaina NC of the BJP joining us, and also Yuvraj Mohite of the Congress will be with us. First to you, Shaina. You saw the pictures that we are showing you, and it's shameful to say the least that at a time like this where we need utmost caution, the wave that we are seeing right now has started. We just spoke to doctors who are saying these are early days, but it's going to get worse. Shouldn't leaders be leading by example, Shaina NC?
Well, I absolutely believe that every leader needs to be an example, and I don't think two wrongs make a right. Our Honorable Prime Minister has said time and again, as has the Supreme Court, ki jaan hai to jahan hai. And for those leaders who believe that they will not be targeted, let's understand this is an invisible terrorist. It bites like no other, and it doesn't bother about which political party you belong to or whether you're rich or poor. And in this kind of a scenario, we know that a lot of our leaders, unfortunately, have got COVID, but maybe there's a learning for all of us as society, which is that we really need to be responsible, and every onus cannot be that of the government. It has to be civil society, and I don't think any kind of entitlement our Prime Minister would allow. There's no question of insulation of any wrongdoing, because law must be followed.
You just heard, of course, this is whataboutery, but the Prime Minister as well was in several occasions not wearing a mask, which is now being cited as the reason why others are not following it. Then you ask one deputy mayor, he is saying Sharad Pawar doesn't wear it. Now, this cannot simply go on, isn't it, Shaina?
Well, I think there has to be a plea and an awareness campaign, which is the most important. We need to lead by example, and our Honorable Prime Minister has been working tirelessly. So if he has chosen to make comments such as what he did in Thane, I don't think we subscribe to it as a party. And this is not about one-upmanship. The biggest casualty during COVID has been people not following rule of law, and strict action has to be taken, not just commoners, but also politicians. And I think that any kind of indirect discrimination between members of public and politicians, when the commoner is viewing it, they do view it with a sense of contempt. And I want to appeal to all political parties, as has our Prime Minister done, as has the Supreme Court, that we have to be united when it comes to mandatory masks and not question the logic, but realize that these are trying times and social distancing is the only norm to follow.
Yes, we just had doctors telling us that the only thing that can stall this wave is responsible behavior. And thank you so much, Shaina NC, for joining us. But unfortunately, the leaders so far has not taken this seriously enough. Multiple instances of violations in weddings and political events. We'll continue to track all the latest. Thanks for joining us. Let me take a quick break here. We'll be back with more updates.